EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Herbert underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chargers at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A gain there of 21 yards. this time with Antonio Gibson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On first down, Justin Herbert throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a give right side. Bruce, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week, and if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach, and that's when things get dicey.
Herbert on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Bruce. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. stayed cool under pressure, and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Watson, and that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That's good for 28 yards. On first down, Watson. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Herbert's throw is caught here by Anderson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Being chased out left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Herbert, third and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The final shot before break, Watson. This one left side caught by Gibson. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. 'Cause 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 'cause' 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 'c This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. He's got it to Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll run with Gibson. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gibson. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, this is caught by Williams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. The Chargers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And that's complete to Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Herbert going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Chargers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter.